What's going on, Phantom Force? This is Phantom Base coming at you with our week 1 PMC Season 4 match against Lucky Lad TV, coach of the, I'm blanking here, coach of the New Orleans Night Daze. And as you can clearly see here on the team review, we have quite the interesting setup. He's got Mega Scizor, Chansey, Sarina, Conkeldurr, Arcanine, and Primarina. We've got Magearna, Blissey, Salamence, Mega Alakazam, Dugtrio, and Talonflame. And I'm going to quickly go over my team just to kind of give you an idea for what we have going on here. So right here we have our Magearna, which is a Choice Specs Magearna with enough speed to creep max speed Conkeldurr, and running Dazzling Gleam, Ice Beam, I believe, Thunderbolt, and Hidden Power Fire. No, Volt Switch and Hidden Power Fire. Then we got a Wish Passing. I say Wish Passing. Is it Wish Passing? It's been a couple weeks since I did this battle. We have a defensive Blissey with Hyper Voice, Flamethrower, Soft Boiled, and Heal Bell. We have a mixed defensive and off. It's a very odd spread, but we have Salamence here, a leftover Salamence with Earthquake, Fire Blast, Roost, and a Fog. And then we have Mega Alakazam with Substitute, Hidden Power Fire, Psy Shock, and I believe the other one was Energy Ball, just so that we could hit Primarina, and it's either Energy Ball or something, I don't remember. Anyway, next we have on our heat sets of the week, we have Dugtrio, a trapping Dugtrio with Earthquake, Stealth Rocks, Screech, and Rest, rocking a Lumberry, and its main focus is to trap Blissey, or Chansey. Trap Chansey and to kill it, and if we can potentially switch in on Arcanine with this thing to trap and kill it too. Our last Pokemon is a Banded Talonflame with Flare Blitz, U-Turn, Brave Bird, and Me First. And so yeah, without any further ado, we're going to hop right into this match, and yeah, I hope you guys enjoy. I'm going to try to commentate as best as I can. It's been a couple weeks, so like I said, we're going to try to make this happen. So we're going to click play here, and we've got nice, and look at that TV challenging us, not even bad. We lead with Magearna here, and because really nothing, it wanted to give us some momentum here, and he leads with this Scizor. So right away, I decided to go for a Volt Switch because at worst it'll do at least 50% of this thing, and instead he decided to switch in his Arcanine, which is actually perfect for us because that allows us to get a free switch into our Dugtrio and allows us to trap and kill it instantly. So as you see, we go here into Whack-A-Mole and we trap this Arcanine, and since it can't do anything, we are max attacking. Jolly said, I believe, we're Adamant. I think we're creeping Mew, and we one-shot this thing with Earthquake. So down goes the Arcanine, which is perfect for us. Now he sends back out his Scizor. I'm like, alright, he's gonna try to set up because we can't do a whole lot of Mega Scizor. So I switch into our guaranteed switch in, which is Salamence. And Salamence here is an Intimidate set to drop attack. And the way that I spread this thing's EVs, we cannot be knocked out by 2+1 bullet punches, which is really nice. And hi Sophie. And yeah, so he goes for Sword Stance. I'm like, alright, this is perfect. He can't kill us with a +1 bullet punch. Not even close. So we decided to go for Fire Blast. And as you can clearly see, the horrifying thing happens that we miss the Fire Blast. Now, this has a lot of implications for this match. I know, Sophie. Hold on a second, okay? Now, this has a lot of implications for this match. One, What, Sophie? So for one thing, me missing the Fire Blast means that this thing can set up again and potentially kill us. But the other issue is that had I not missed, I would have been able to kill him, and his last remaining mons would have been Chansey, Sarina, Primarina, and his Conkeldurr, all of which I had solid, perfect answers for. And what's even funnier is we spoke about this later after the match, and it turns out that his Primarina was a physically defensive set, so it would have dropped in one shot to a Thunderbolt from Specs McGearna. Or to, did I have Thunderbolt? I did, I had Thunderbolt. I had Thunderbolt, Dazzling Gleam, Hidden Power Fire, and Volt Switch. That's what the set was. But yeah, it would have dropped to the Specs Thunderbolt. Primarina would have, based off his set that you'll never see in this match, it would have actually been 1v1 by Dugtrio. So, fun fact of the day there. It was like a rapid spin, toxic aromatherapy, and synthesis. So, with my Screech set, I could have eventually brought it down to be 2-hit kill by Earthquake, and then I could have rested off the damage from there. And then his Conkeldurr was 1v1 by Magearna, because unless he was running Earthquake, which I doubt, he could not have killed Magearna in one shot. And he would have had to have been like Adamant Sheer Force Life Orb, and even then Sheer Force doesn't affect Earthquake. But anyway, so like I said, this thing had huge implications because also it got rid of my Defogger, and it got rid of my like you'll just see what happens here. So he decides that he wants to set up a second Swords Dance. I'm like, okay, this gives me a second chance, because the calc on this was that he had an 8, and what was funny is the spread he had on his Scizor. He told me later after the match that his Mega Scizor was only 196 invested in attack and adamant. That told me that after I calc this, he had an 18% chance to one-shot my Salamence from this range. And so the roll was pretty well strong in my favor. That could have killed with a Fire Blast here. I had a second chance, but he gets the max roll and knocks out Salamence. So I'm like, all right, we're going to bring in Talonflame because he doesn't have Rocks up, so it's a free switch. And there's no way he's going to want to stay in. Even at +3, he doesn't want to. So he goes into his Chansey. I'm like, all right, we're going to go for a Flare Blitz just to, that way we can pressure this thing out. If he stays in, he's dead. If he doesn't stay in, then something takes a huge hit because we're banded. And Talonflame does a huge chunk to this Blissey. And so I decided to switch into my Dugtrio because this is my dedicated answer to this thing. And wouldn't you know it, he decides to go for a Thunder Wave, which was perfect, and now he can't switch out his Chansey. So I decided, you know what, free Rocks, let's go. Set up Rocks so that anything that comes in has to deal with at least a little bit of chip damage. And he decides to set up Rocks of his own, which don't really affect this team too much. Talonflame doesn't like them, but in the end, Talonflame isn't exactly the key here. Then I reveal my ace in the hole, and that is my Screech Dugtrio, which after -4, it has rolled a one-shot Chansey from full. So, mind you, this is the reason why I did that, because he soft-boils up. And so I decided to go for a second Screech. To get to the -4, I need to have a pretty much guaranteed roll to kill it. And like the roll is like 70 or 60-something% in my favor. He goes for a Seismic Toss, and I EV this thing to take 2 Seismic Tosses so that I can potentially rest off any damage he wanted to do to me. And I go for an Earthquake here. And look at this. And I miss out on the kill, but that's okay, because really Dugtrio's only function was to kill off this Chansey and potentially the Arcanine. And it did. And it ends up doing both of those jobs perfectly. So I'm like, alright, we got this pretty well set. Now, one thing I will say is that I think I did misplay here, and I could have potentially brought this game back. And I'll explain why in a second. But the main reason was that he brings in Scizor, and I know he's going to set up. So I'm like, I don't want to give him a free setup because I want him to at least take some damage. But as you see later, like this does about 35 to 40%. He goes for a Swords Dance. I'm like, all right. So we're going to have to hit him again, or hit him 2 more times. And he's got to set up +4 to kill off anything on my team. Or at least to kill off my Magearna, because it is at full. Now we get him down to about 25-ish%. He goes for a Roost. That's when I knew that I misplayed. Because I could have gone into Magirna on his first switch in and pressured it out. Because I had HP Fire and it would one-shot it. But now I decided to go into Magirna. And on his potential Swords Dance. So I was like, alright, let's see just what he's planning here. So he goes for an SD, and I noticed also that my speed investment does creep a min speed Mega Scizor, or no speed Mega Scizor. But he goes for Bullet Punch, and it was a 50-50 roll here. Even at +4, it's 50-50 roll. And he ends up killing me, so I was like, it's whatever. I kind of expected it. And so this is at the point of the game where I kind of knew that it was game. But I went into Talonflame thinking maybe we could get him to burn. Because we were Flame Body Talonflame. And so he goes for Bullet Punch, and I'm really just hoping that we can pull out the burn. I know it's hacks, but at the same time, if I could have gotten it, it kind of would have been payback for missing. But unfortunately, we don't pull that out. So I just had to go into Blissey and hope that we can magically live a +4 Bullet Punch and kill off with the Flamethrower. And he goes for Bullet Punch. And that's pretty much it, because our last Pokemon is the Dugtrio that's at like 12 HP after rocks. Oh, no, we have Mega Alakazam, which was another... Oh, Misjin here, fun. We were supposed to be Magic Guard, but that didn't work, so it's not like it mattered because we had no priority. So yeah, we bring out Mega Alakazam, which, by the way, was Hidden Power Fire. So a Technician boosted Hidden Power Fire would have been stupid powerful against this thing, but alas, he decides to kill us off, as he would have. And we drop. And so our last one is our 12 HP Dugtrio, which kind of leaves us with stuck in the mud, going, crap, oh well. So at the end of the day, a miss cost us the game, but it still was such a good game. It was fun. It was a good time. I got to show off some heat, and I'm glad that it worked out. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Go show Lucky Lad some TV. Nice. Go show him some love. And I will catch you guys in the next battle. Bye-bye, friends.